Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
For the past 8 years, Barack Hussein Obama did everything in his power to destroy our country along racial lines. One of his favorite subjects was slavery, as it provided him countless opportunities to demonize our founding fathers and our Constitution, where Michelle Obama liked to go around whining that the White House had been built by slaves. In addition to bringing a race war to our country, now it's being revealed how Obama's political policies brought slave auctions back to Africa, as Libya has now been completely overrun by black Arab Muslims, thanks to the very man who spent his entire presidency demonizing white people for their ancestors owning slaves over 200 years ago. Obama's hatred for America was fueled by his radical anti-Semitic and anti-American mentors, where Obama constantly denounced the Constitution as a document stained by this nation's original sin of slavery. Obama used slavery as justification for Black Lives Matter terrorists to massacre white police officers, where we all remember Obama inviting BLM leadership to the White House for kudos and hugs just days after their people massacred 5 Dallas cops. But how ironic is it that after using America's slavery as a basis of his race war, Obama would be the one to single-handedly bring slavery to Africa. After invading the country of Libya to aid the Muslim Brotherhood, now blacks are being sold into slavery once more. Canada Free Press reported. The first black president, who had allied with hate groups such as Black Lives Matter that accused America of genocide, had made possible an actual genocide of black people by his Arab Muslim allies. After Obama invaded Libya to aid the Muslim Brotherhood, black slaves are being sold there once more. Videos show black people being put up for sale for as little as $400 by Arab Libyan Muslim slave traders. The black men being sold as slaves are described as big strong boys for farm work. After years of lecturing Americans about the original sin of slavery, Obama brought it back. Obama's Arab Spring encouraged Islamist movements in their bids for power, whether they used ballots or bullets. The resulting devastation in the Middle East, with its death toll in the hundreds of thousands, and the rise of ISIS, has captured the world's attention. But the Islamist wave spread chaos and terror through Africa. Egypt and Tunisia fell into the hands of Islamist killers who brutalized their own people even as the media cheered these democratic revolutions. Boko Haram allied with ISIS in Nigeria. And Obama illegally bombed Libya to aid the Muslim Brotherhood and allied Islamist groups in their bid for power. The regime change operation in Libya had been urged on by Hillary Clinton. The former Secretary of State had been encouraged by her associates to use it as a platform for a presidential run. But the Islamist takeover in Libya made for a bad photo op. Our attempts to address the flow of Qatari weapons into the hands of terrorists, after Obama gave a pass to their weapons smuggling scheme during the Civil War, led to the Benghazi massacre. And the blackest stain on Hillary's record. But it didn't stop with Benghazi. Libya tumbled into a second civil war between Islamists and the Libyan government. Despite the media blackout, the violence touched off by Obama's regime change has never really stopped. ISIS has a significant presence in Libya. And until recently had a death grip on parts of Benghazi. And that isn't the worst of it. The Islamist Arab rebels had quickly begun targeting Africans during the civil war in a racist purge. Photos and videos showed beheadings, beatings and mutilations. The false claims of genocide in Benghazi that Obama had used to justify his invasion became real when his invasion led to the actual ethnic cleansing of Africans in Libya. The slave auction is ancient history in America. But Obama's Islamist alliance brought it back to Africa. Now Libya has been launched into a second civil war between the Libyan government and Islamists, thanks to Obama's Arab Spring that he so fondly brags about. This only devastated the Middle East, where these Islamists have now spread terror and chaos throughout the region, enslaving many blacks throughout Africa. These blacks are being brutalized by their own people, as the leftist media continues to cheer on the legacy of Obama as the first black president. How ironic is it that the first black president, who spent his entire 2 terms demonizing white Americans for once owning slaves, would be the clown to single-handedly bring slavery back to Africa. Wonder how these black slaves are feeling about Obama's hope and change?